right. We're live.
Good evening, everybody. Am I allowed to? I'm allowed to talk now, right? Should I use my NPR voice and just get very like, good evening. Tonight we here at Crash Course plan to play the next installment of our Alien RPG. We are playing Chariot of the Gods. I apologize for the role playing game. I am your game mother, Cody. Okay, I gotta stop this. This isn't. I don't like this bit anymore. I'm done. We
Spoken's
have.
not for you.
If it was the whole thing, I'd be more into it, but I'm just too subconscious or too self conscious of it right now. So no. All right. Well, we'll go across the bottom as we've lost Mike today. So, Chris, go ahead.
Hey, I'm Chris. I'm mostly awake, and even though it's a different franchise, I got me a lightsaber. So, fun stuff.
Hooray! Zoe's up.
I don't have a lifesaver, but I have hot chocolate, and I'm ready to play.
You also have cat ears, which I appreciate.
Yeah, thanks. They have gems in them, and there's a little moon. I love them. These are my favorite cat ears that I own.
I love that you own multiple. All right, and our super producer today is Nick.
Let's leave the super part off until the end of the stream. Then we can decide. But I'm
running the show.
I'm going to be resuming my life as Leah Davis, the pilot.
Yes, Nick is running the show, and before, in confidence, he mentioned to us that he's so sure this is going to work perfectly. He personally bet everybody who watches $50 that there will be no problems in this stream.
Usually, Mike runs our stream, but Nick took him out so that he could.
Yep. He said, "I'm not getting enough focus in this group," and so smuggled Mike into a cult.
Actually, on that note, you all are muted, so this is now.
That sounds like something you would do. To our one, is that why our view count is down to one person right now?
I think that might be just me watching right now.
No, it's 01 Ella that's watching right now.
We're at 4 now.
Oh, never mind.
Woo. We got an influx of people. Hello. We haven't started anything yet. We've been slowly taking strips off of Nick, who is running this episode. He's a good sport, as are all the people who play with me. Because I don't know why they put up with me, but anyway, here we are. So as we said, we are continuing our playthrough of Chariot of the Gods. We are still in Act 2, which started last time. And does anybody want to recap what's gone on so far for the audience at home?
Oh, we had a ship, and we lost a ship. And
our ship accidentally somehow. Maybe somebody may have scraped it against another ship while trying to park. Unconfirmed.
Hey, I'm the pilot of the ship and the pilot of the stream, so be careful here. I can crash this computer into a better computer, and then we can hijack the better computer.
I mean, I don't mind that plan.
If you could do that while keeping the stream running, I would be pretty amazed.
I'm trying to think. I guess just some more alien shenanigans ensued. We lost some of our guys. Just a technician, not no one important.
Just one of the two techs, right?
Yeah.
In fact, that's why Mike
it
is
was-
gone today. He was so distraught at the loss of his amazing character that
Yeah.
I believe his words were, "Fuck you guys, I'm never going back."
Sounds about right.
Yeah. That does sound right.
What we've left out so far are all the aliens, though.
Yep.
Oh, true.
Well,
we have?
alien.
Though.
We had the one that climbed out of the guy's skull, and then there was the one that
Oh yeah.
incapacitated Mike's character, Kayla.
Hmm.
This is more or less about it. Oh,
Let's see. The latest was Chris. Your Captain Miller getting in a fight with the crew of the ship that we crashed into and then took over.
oh right, yeah. I started throwing fists, didn't I?
Well, I believe they started it, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
they punched first.
The Colonial Marine on board lashed out.
So not my fault. I was just being the good captain.
Just being the good captain. I hear that. Okay, yeah, well, to fill in a little bit more, I guess, you guys met with the crew of the USCSS Cronus. You found them in hypersleep for 75 years, I believe is what we found. The ship had been gone so long it had basically faded into legend. But you guys had found it. The crew has woken up. I believe there was talk of inoculations
Yes.
against something that's in the air. And as of yet, everybody on your crew hasn't taken off their spacesuits yet, which is, it's a good thing.
Don't want to be
I would
breathing
think.
in mold and stuff, you know?
Actually, except Kayla, Mike's character, who had it forcibly removed.
Yes, by an alien.
Yeah.
But well, the seal forcibly broken. I believe she was still in her suit, but I don't know, maybe it was taken off when she was being medicined. I could see that happening.
She's in a coma or something anyway.
Yeah. We don't need to worry
I
about her.
thought she was dead. Apparently she's not dead, but she's dead to me, so.
Look, comas can present as death, so,
Yeah.
fair.
Mr. John J. Wilson, not going to be writing a performance evaluation for Kayla, because why do much for a dead person?
Exactly.
Employee unconscious. Useless.
Job abandonment. I'll be sending out her ROE at the end of this mission.
All right. Well, let's jump right back in then. After the Colonial Marine, what was her name? Valerie Reed had struck your valiant Captain Miller in the face. I can't remember if she got punched back, but she proceeded to then run away while screaming and very angry. And that's kind of where we stopped, I believe, right? So everybody's kind of just dealing with this.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess as captain, I say we follow, and assuming there's a pattern here with previous incidents, may have to take care of this one before it gets worse.
Well, the officer Johns, who was the second in command of the USCSS Cronus, kind of looks at you and is just like, hey, that's probably a good idea, but like, also maybe we don't want to just go running off against them. Feel like we should probably like focus on getting the ship going to get out of here before we all die of cold space death.
Well, as captain, I don't take any criticisms or critiques, but You know,
Okay, fair enough.
for this one moment, I will allow it. I will say it's a good idea.
Suddenly, Captain Miller has this great idea that she pitches to everybody.
It came to me. I don't know how, but it just came to me.
This is our ship. It always has been. We need to get home.
But yeah, no, we definitely need to get this ship up and running for sure.
Great.
Does the crew on this ship have a pilot, or will our pilot be piloting?
That's a good question.
So I know you said they had like 4 or 5 crew members.
There was the medic, the
2
marine,
are dead now.
The archaeologist. No, not archaeologist. I keep saying that. There was a
You
medic.
just want space archaeologist.
Yeah, there was the officer, there was the medic, there was the colonial marine, and there was another company agent from
Right.
Weyland-Yutani. She's the one everybody keeps thinking is an archaeologist. She's not. She's just
So-
the one who basically said that they were on an archaeology expedition.
She said the word archaeology, must be an archaeologist.
Of course.
So they don't have a captain or a pilot.
No, not currently.
Boy,
Well, I
they're
mean,
in luck.
Yep, we got the best people on hand. My leadership is piloting skills. We're good. We're set.
I mean, I think we probably had a pilot at some point, but I don't know, man. The mission got weird. Who can say? I always wondered, I figured our synthetic would get us home, but I don't know where she's at.
Is there any?
You guys haven't found an android while you've been walking around our ship, have you?
I don't recall seeing one.
Okay, well, she looks like a woman most of the time. She responds to Ava, so if you do find her, yeah, I don't know. It's been so long. She's probably like shut down or been destroyed by the other things that live on this ship now. No big deal.
Our 2 people that had the strange encounter, are they being quarantined?
That is up to you. They are currently
I
in a
would
med
love
bay.
for them to be quarantined.
They are currently in a med bay.
I don't know about our pilot and captain here, but Mr. Corporate would love for them to be quarantined.
I just had another idea. We need to quarantine them.
Great idea, Captain. Love it.
Thank you.
Superb idea.
I mean, I don't know. I just keep coming up with great ideas. It's just I hear voices.
I don't know
and then...
how you think of these things, but these thoughts are excellent.
Where did we say is the? How many med pods are there working? Because I would.
Enough.
There
'cause I
were 2,
believe
but
we
one was
put-
broken.
Yeah, we put her into the one that's still working, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I believe broken med pod works, but any PCU uses it risks. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, because the other one is full of blood, which I don't think anybody looked into.
No, thank you.
Cool. Great.
I'm a corporate guy. I don't do blood.
That's fantastic. There was also some interesting shit in jars and vials and stuff, but nobody wanted to investigate that. You guys are no fun.
I thought
We're
I did
a
my.
pilot,
I thought I
a
did my
captain,
vial
and a
investigation.
corporate snob. What do you expect?
No, nobody gave me an idea of what to do for the
I don't even think Nick
vials.
told any of you about the room that's full of eggs either. That's still just open. But
No,
whatever.
I had the camera on. Remember?
Oh right, they saw it all. Yeah.
We just haven't had time to deal with any of that.
Yeah.
Going haywire pretty quick.
Yeah.
We should probably get this ship up and functional and to the admiral.
Yes, that is a good idea. Seconds, Officer Jones.
All right.
Let's
Well,
focus
I
on
guess.
this.
Yeah. Let's see. I guess where to start. I guess maybe take care of the was it the air scrubber there first? Just kind of clear that out of the way.
Yep. Captain, also, if I may, the engines probably should be looked at, and probably the comms array. That way we can ensure that we have communications and we can actually drive out of here.
That's also true.
Quick question: who's going to do all these repairs and things while our 2 technicians are quarantined?
Cham's spacesuit didn't get breached, right? Did it?
I don't think so. Wait, did he took damage, right?
I don't recall.
I
I only recall Caleb.
I haven't been keeping.
Yeah, no, he definitely did get attacked. I didn't write down if he took damage.
Can we have the medic
okay.
do an examination on him and see if there's any breach of his spacesuit?
Sure. It's not really a medical thing, but he'll roll observation. Why not?
I just figured the medic would be the best person to do it because he's probably going to be in contact with the quarantined people.
Mm-hmm.
Better to not have other people get contaminated if there's an airborne thing going on.
Yeah, I mean, no, it looks pretty solid to me. And as he turns around and walks away, you all definitely notice a big rip down the one side of his spacesuit.
Oh.
Well,
he's already exposed.
This is the person that's examining the health of the.
Oh no, that's Cody, the game mother, saying that. Not the medic would probably be saying. Well, no, he's saying that he looked fine. He didn't see anything. But maybe Johns would reiterate, if anybody has been exposed to the air, they should probably take their injection. We'll just leave it at that then. That's fine.
Okay.
Inject it.
Yep. Give them both their
Give them the juice.
Yep.
We're gonna go. What? We're gonna go work out after this or something?
I'm not.
Okay. He starts looking through the med lab. He pulls out a med kit from under a desk, and you see 6 full syringes with writing on it that says 26 Draconis strain derivative. And he pulls out a little injection gun thing, and is just kind of like, yeah, this is what we used. This is what we had synthesized in order to fight the infection. Seems to be working so far. And he loads one of the tubes up and injects it into Cham, and Cham just goes, yeah, did that have to hurt so much? I'm like, well, no, but that's part of the fun. And you guys wanted Kayla injected too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 of your doses are gone.
Okay, so we got 4 more left.
Okay.
I could probably look at the engines as a. You don't get to be a pilot like this without, making things go a little faster, and anything's faster than stopped. So I can look at the engines. Maybe Cham can look at the air scrubber.
You're just gonna go on your own? John's kind of looks
I
at
need,
you a little bit.
I need a buddy system here. So
Because the buddy system worked out so well for those two.
Well, I mean, better than it would have.
maybe a triple or quadruple buddy system we could get going.
A whole friend group system.
A whole friend group system. We're not going to divide and conquer here. We're gonna do this as a big team here. So
Okay. Engines first, Captain, or air scrubber?
I think we'll say engines first, just to make sure we can get moving, and then air scrubber right after.
John's again would kind of put a hand on your shoulder and just kind of say, you know what, before we make that decision, let's maybe look at a map of the ship and make sure that, like, you know, we're not wasting effort, like doubling back when we don't have to or whatnot.
Another great idea I had.
So, in saying that, comms array.
We were in the mess.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he notes first that the comms array, seeing as it's offline on the bridge currently, then it's probably a physical malfunction, which means somebody would have to go out into the top of the ship to check on it and potentially fix it. So there's that. He mentions that the engines would need to be checked down in the reactor core. At least at first. And then the air scrubbers, he notes. Hold on. I need to get back to that page now. Come on. Fighting against this stupid PDF. This is the game of Alien the RPG, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Air scrubbers. So
Looks like it.
you have to get into them,
Go
which is
in the
only
scrubber?
accessible via the ventilation and maintenance shafts.
Perfect. Love
So
the
the
sounds of that.
shaft runs through all three levels, but yes, requires going through the maintenance shafts to get to it.
We could go through the shafts towards the engine and see if we can fix the air scrubbers along the way.
No, I mean, it's along the way. I mean, that's not a bad idea.
We probably should fix the air scrubbers so that, you know, people aren't dying of airborne illness while we're trying to get them home.
Yeah, as they're all actively still hacking and coughing.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have people dropping like flies, or all those doses of stuff gone pretty quick if we don't get those air scrubbers online.
That's true. Did we ask if it was an inoculation or a treatment? Is it a one dose and you're set, or is it a keep taking until you are no longer at risk?
Are you asking that of John's?
Sure.
Well, our scientist is the one who died before, so really he would have been the guy to tell you.
We don't know if they should be taking more, if it's dangerous to take more.
How many did you take?
One.
How
and
many
he's still hacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not because of the dose. That's just because of the kind of gross air and the fact the air scrubbers are clean.
I guess we'll see about that when we fix the air scrubbers.
Yep.
All right. I guess yeah. So let's go air scrubbers along the way, and then check out them engines.
Are we taking Sham?
I mean,
I
be
mean, who else is
stable.
going to do
Yeah.
the work for you?
I can work some machinery, but um, I mean, I'm not concerned about taking him
Take him.
if there's like 6 of us and something bad happens.
Okay. So where are we headed first?
Scrubbies?
Goes to the scrubbies.
To the
The
scrubby.
technical term.
Wait, did you say a scrub bot? Is there a...
No.
Yo, if we find a scrub bot on this ship,
Yeah, Mike's not here. Maybe you'll actually be able to have it for once.
yeah, keep it forever.
All right, Johns leads you down a hallway, and it is actually on the same like floor or deck of the ship. So you were in essentially the mess hall. He kind of like leads you out into the hallway, and literally right across the hall, he opens kind of a small vent, and is just like, "Yeah, we can get into it from here." The vent is, we'll say, I don't know, 3 feet high and tight, so only one person can you can only go in a straight line, one at a time. So who is all going in to check out the air scrubbers?
I'll
I
go.
will be outside of the vents to make sure that
Okay.
a security area.
So Miller, your pilot, and your Cham, I guess, are all going into the air scrubber shaft. I take it.
The buddy boy here.
Okay.
As long as you guys are careful, I don't want to lose any of you, especially Davis.
Well,
That,
we'll be able to give you like a nice warning if there's something coming, so that you guys can like, shimmy.
John's is kind of like, I would go in there to help you, but I'm already having problems breathing, and I don't imagine it's going to get much better in there for me. So, I'll try and stay in your ear from out here and lead you around, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Good to have a couple guys on the outside, you know?
Cool. Great. Okay. So the 3 of you head in, and the air scrubber, the air scrubber shaft, as you kind of get into it. First off, it's already operational, so there is just a ton of noise, kind of constantly going. The way that the scrubber actually works, which is fairly neat, is that it essentially heats a bunch of water up at the bottom, almost in like a reactor type situation, and it travels up, and as it gets higher to the top and closer to space, it cools down and it condenses around to the outside, where it then comes back down. Sorry, hold on. As it's pushed up through in about the middle, it gets pushed through carbon filters, which in turn electrolyze the water and generate oxygen for the ship. So it's actually like cleaning the oxygen that's already present, but also taking some of this water as it's kind of going through this cycle throughout the entire ship, and stripping some of the oxygen from it in order to create additional oxygen. Yeah, it accumulates at the top and then rains down. So essentially, it's kind of a 3-tiered system, like I mentioned. There's a huge tank of water on the bottom. There's this scrubbing kind of there's these scrubbing filters kind of in the middle of it, and as the water is heated and it's pushed through the filters, it gets cleaned, quote unquote, and some of the oxygen gets stripped off in order to feed back into the machine. Any of the water that goes through goes up, cools down, condenses, rains back down, and kind of ends up back in the chamber at the bottom. It gets kind of captured and funneled back down into it. Again, though, the thing is currently active, so this whole system is already running right now. Very loud. Yeah. Cool. So that's kind of what you see. You kind of come into this, because you are on deck B, which would put you basically almost kind of in line with the filters.
So if it's running,
yep.
Does it just need like a filter replacement? Can we tell, is it immediately obvious why it's not working if it is running?
Sure. Roll observation at -2.
Okay. Oh, I gotta double check what stress I left off at. I think it was 4.
Because there's a lot going on.
4 stress. Okay. Observation. And observation is that so wits. Okay. So 4, 7, 9, 7. Okay. Uh-oh. So I do have a success, but I have 1s on 2 stress dice.
Okay, so you only need it for 1.
Yeah.
So roll a d6, and then add your stress.
I rolled a 6, which means I got a 10. So I am definitely panicking to some extent.
I pulled this chart out. I got you.
Oh, okay.
Suddenly, Leah Davis has claustrophobia.
10. You freeze. You're frozen by fear or stress for 1 round. Losing your next slow action, your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increases by 1. So you, Captain, and Cham, all of your stress level go up.
Great. Guess we're adding more stress.
And yeah, and Nick's character just kind of like stops. Chris, would you like to try and examine the filters? Yeah.
Oh, I am determined to get the ship ugly going. Yeah. You know, I'll give it a try. I'll see what I can do about it. As brave captain here.
Okay. Roll observation at -2. Cham's actually going to kind of try and help you, so you can take. Well, we'll say that his help gives you an additional 2. So just roll a normal observation.
So that went from, because I have observation 2, so that went from 2 to 0, now back to 2 again.
Back to 2, yeah. And you're going to roll that with wits.
It's wits, yeah, and then your stress level.
Yeah.
Okay. 2, another 2 for wits, and stress. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So I have 2 6s and no one's on the stress.
Sweet. Okay, you see a lot of things. First off, you're very much aware that, like, this thing has water working around with electricity, so pretty dangerous. Maybe be careful. Secondly, you notice that there are these really weird growths coming out of the filters. I mean, these things are like 75 years old, so they're just absolutely layered in like regular grime and mold, to the point that Nick was making before. It looks like they would either need to be replaced or they would need to be scrubbed themselves, and cleaned. But these weird growths don't look like any grime or mold that you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in fact, actually, if you were looking, oh no, because you weren't looking through at your teammates' video feed, so you wouldn't know what these things are.
Ah, okay. So
Yeah, that's why I froze.
I need to clear out whatever this gunk is.
Okay,
All right.
are you gonna choose to
that have seen it
take an
before,
action right
one
now?
is frozen, the other's not there.
Tension.
You could be watching my videos still.
I got, yeah.
Your
Can I
old
turn
video.
right outside the...
No, could I still be feeding back to
Yeah, because I thought I was watching it from a console in our old
You
show.
were
Oh,
before, yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Never mind then.
And at that, we're gonna cut to Zoe out up in the hallway. You hear a crash from down the hallway, and somebody yells. To which Johns grabs Flynn and is just like, "I heard Reed down the hallway. We're gonna go deal with that." And they book it down the hallway after the scream, leaving you with company agent Clayton, standing there, who's the archaeology woman, who's not an archaeologist. Yeah. Do you want to go with them? What are you doing?
So Clayton doesn't go?
No.
I stay with Clayton.
Okay. Great. Okay, we'll go back to the three people in the air scrubber. Captain, what are we doing? Your pilot is still frozen. This is technically one round, and I know you passed the check, but like you'll be frozen for this round. So, what are you gonna do?
Is there any way I could? I was good. Well, I mean, I was gonna say if there's any way I could like encourage him, but I also know I have full rank, so
But I mean, you could otherwise. You could. What's a good one? You could roll like manipulation, or you could use. You could give him orders using a slow action.
I guess I could give orders.
Okay, you're gonna roll command.
All in command. All right.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna make Nick roll because he's frozen.
Okay.
So long as you get a success, he does what you say. Actually, you can use it to stop panic.
I could wait. Say that again.
You can use command. One of the ways you use it is you can stop panic.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So
All
you
right.
can pull them out of that by rolling command.
Okay, rolling command. And am I adding stress to this one or no?
Yep. Every roll you're at stress, buddy.
Ah, jeez. All right. My stress dice are starting to get more and more, so I'm
Always stressed out.
Just means you're more likely to succeed.
Exactly.
That's true.
It's such a perfect system for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
The numbers make sense.
All right. There we go.
Oh, Sam's not here to appreciate that.
Okay. I got no sixes and no ones, so
you know what? It's too loud. It's fair. It's a loud room. There's so much going on. She looks really freaked out about something. Cham is kind of like, well, all right, Cap, what should we do? You want me to like go get some stuff to clean this, or what's the plan?
Yeah, let's find something we could use to clean that. Anything that we can find close by to whatever cling device they have around here.
Okay.
Come
And
on, Scribblet.
hold, please. Uh, Zoe, as you're listening to your crew members in the chamber, you hear something from the other side of the hall make a weird hissing sound, and suddenly Clayton screams.
I don't like the sound of that.
Now, if my oh, there we go. Actually, hey, I went to the right page like right away. Whoa, that's
Nice.
amazing. I love when that happens. Yeah, and when you look in the direction, yeah, when you look at the direction of where she screams, you see this very large white creature with a very long, smooth head. And it runs across the hallway at the two of you. And it immediately makes an attack, and then we're going to roll initiative. Yeah, I just roll for an attack. So let's just see how this goes. Doop. As it gets closer and keeps hissing at you, you and Clayton both have to make a panic roll.
See panic roll. Can someone remind me what I do for a panic roll?
Roll a d6 and add your stress.
Add my stress. I believe I have ones. So d6 plus my stress would be a 7.
All right. You get a nervous twitch. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increases by 1. And that's fun because that's going to twin with what Clayton rolled. In that, she screams again, louder, and keeps screaming, such that we're going to make you make another immediate panic roll.
How dare you? 4.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're okay. No big deal. It's fine.
Stop screaming.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We need the cards again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Nick, are you making a new one, or should I join the old one?
It's easy enough to just make a new one.
Okay.
Yeah. I think. Maybe.
Really?
There we go.
Great.
Go. Let me just drop the cards. Here we go. Okay.
Here we go.
Are we drawing in two, Cody, or just the two of them?
Nope. It is just Zoe and Clayton and the alien. Okay, we're going up 1 through 9 at this point. So the alien goes first. Hooray! Of course it
Darn
does.
it, I was hoping that was Clayton.
Nope. Throat bite. Sweet. This is a good one.
Oh,
Yep, for you, Zoe. Right at you.
Hold on.
Yep.
What the heck?
So it bites. It goes for your throat. And I have to roll an attack using 8 base dice. Damage 1.
Oh, on the damage thing, if we do have space suits on, I think we do have a small armor rating, depending on.
Yes. Which
Do we have the MK50 compression suits? Is that our?
when you make damage from an attack, roll a number of base dice equal to your armor rating. Oh, okay. Cool. So, yeah, I don't remember what your pulled up the chart for it. Okay. Where's the ship? Where's the ship? Where's the thing in the ship? I can tell you what type of armor you have.
Okay.
I got this somewhere. Man, we understand this game. I think I can do this.
What type of armor I have?
Yes, so you have an IRC Mark 50 compression suit.
So that's an armor rating 2.
Yep. So Zoe, you get to roll 2 dice.
Okay.
And tell me how many 6s you get.
Come on, 6. None.
Great. The alien rolled 3 6s. So you take 4 damage. But because it caused damage, it automatically inflicts critical injury number 61. So make a panic roll.
I don't want to keep panicking.
And you have a ruptured jugular.
I'm gonna die.
Well, maybe not. You have a round.
Okay, my jugular is bleeding. Got it.
Yep. Cool. You are up.
I'm up.
Yep.
Oh gosh, what can I do for my jugular? I want to try to run away.
Okay. You can do that. You want to do 2 fast actions to basically just run away completely?
Yeah, I want to run and hide. Yeah, run away.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, you do.
Holding my
You
jugular.
run holding your jugular. And what does Clayton have on her?
Corporate's gonna hear about this.
I think they might not.
Oh no, this is going in my report.
As you run and you end up hiding, you hear Clayton fire a pistol a number of times, and there's a hiss. And then you hear something dropping to the floor. And as you hide and do not get medical attention, you die from your jugular bleeding out.
Oh no! R.I.P. John J. Wilson.
Yep.
that wasn't much for bureaucrats anyway.
So with that, Zoe, would you like to play Officer Johns now?
Sure, I guess I'll be John's.
We're running out of characters.
Hey, yo, can I play this alien?
I mean, if you take your suit off and take a deep breath, you might.
Yep. Cool. Okay. We'll go back to the crew in the air scrubbers.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you guys are coming out. We'll say right as this kind of happens. You see Clayton's body like slumped on the floor. there is just a massive hole right through her midsection. And yeah, there was a white shape that you kind of saw just scoot around a corner at the end of the hall.
Oh, it's moving.
Oh, it's gone.
Okay, this infestation problem's might be getting worse.
Where'd everybody else go? We left, what, 5 people up here?
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know if Johns would have radioed you guys and been like, "Oh, it's dead." Or not Johns. Sorry,
if I could, I would let them know.
John
I
J.
don't know
Wilson.
how much I can say with my jugular sliced, but
dead. Beware.
Did you all hear that weird gurgling on the radio a minute ago?
Maybe if someone was with mouthwash, there could be a chance of that. Still salvageable, this ship, maybe, possibly.
Okay, well, I mean, barring further... I mean, oh, there's probably a trail of blood.
Yes.
my jugular blood.
I would like to follow that trail of blood, and yeah.
Yeah, you find Wilson's body, still spurting blood out of the jugular. Did you know that if you get your jugular cut, it like sprays out like a fire hose? A lot of pressure in that artery. It's a good time.
Learn about the body.
But fun fact, actually, as you guys were walking over, you see another body slumped a little ways down the hallway.
Someone we know?
No, not somebody that you guys recognize.
How did
So the thing though is that this one's really different. It doesn't look like skeletal or whatnot. This looks like a whole person. No holes in her, no blood around her, just kind of a woman slumped against a wall.
I wonder if this is that android Johns was talking about.
Possibly. Though we may need to proceed with caution. Who knows if that thing could have another one of those little pests in there.
I would like to... you know what? I'll investigate for any obvious hazards, and then drag or carry her back to the galley.
Okay. Yeah, you do. There's no obvious dangers that you can notice, except she seems to be leaking some kind of a milky white substance, where you would have expected to see blood.
Okay. Like a minor injury, or like pouring, like Wilson?
No, not like Wilson. Definitely not pouring.
Okay.
It does seem to be kind of coming out of a wound she has in her head, under her hair, kind of behind her right ear. Yeah, and you bring her back down.
Okay.
Now we're gonna speed through some stuff a little bit because you guys got the ever loving shit kicked out of you, and I want to be nice. So for the air scrubbers, Cham, good old Cham, finds gets told that there are replacements down in the storage in the engine bay. Goes down. It's in the vehicle's parts storage for some reason, because they're pretty big filters, I guess.
Isn't that where
Gets
he got
couple.
attacked before?
No,
Oh, okay. Sorry.
no. The attack was in the cargo office
Cargo.
that
Okay,
hangs
sorry.
like above. And yeah, he pulls him back up. I'm gonna make a roll to see what happens. Actually, no, screw it. It's fine. He gets a mild shock, but is ready to replace the filters. Now remember, there are those weird sap things on it. Does anybody want to do anything about that, or are we just gonna go for it?
If I'm recovered from my panic, I think I would maybe I'd just ask John's and the rest of his crew. I'm assuming we regrouped in the galley. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. What those sack things are.
Okay. Well, we're not 100% sure. We found them while on our expedition. We brought a few of them on board to, take back with us as kind of proof and as evidence to help us with the research that we were being funded to do. Turns out though that they're not great things. Try not to disturb them. If you do, if you leave them alone, they're kind of okay. I'm surprised to see as many of them on the ship as do. We had only taken a couple of specimens and kept them in jars. So this is a little alarming. Yeah. They tend to hatch and turn into things that do bad stuff to people.
How do they feel about fire?
They don't like it. They do not like it.
Cham had the incinerator, correct? And was there anything left, or was it empty? I'm just checking here.
I believe he emptied it.
Yeah, it only had 2 charges. Okay.
They do have a cutting torch. Maybe.
Great idea, Captain. Full of great
Thank you.
ideas today, Captain.
I know. I'm on a roll today. I'm making ideas.
They're coming at me all the time. Left, right, and center. Okay, so what are you gonna use it, or do you want Cham to roll with the cutting torch to, like, essentially destroy the sacks with fire?
I'm gonna hand it off to Cham and like give him a pat on the back.
Good
Be
luck,
like,
buddy.
you've got
Send him
this.
back into the air scrubber too. Just you go, Cham. Okay. You watch on his video feed as he approaches, kind of climbs out over the filters, and starts cutting through the first egg. It sizzles, and it kind of like eventually splays open and just kind of lays on the ground. The thing inside kind of wriggles slightly, but gets burned and cooked essentially by the fire from the cutting torch. He goes through the second one without an issue either. On the third one, he slips slightly, gets himself shocked a little bit, but still cuts through the thing. And then you hear him kind of say, "Oh, okay, Cap. I think that's it."
Great. We can get this thing up and going again.
Yeah, okay. Can somebody bring me the replacement filters?
Yes. Where are the replacement filters?
Well, I mean, I brought them just outside the shaft, so someone's just got to kind of, bring them into me.
Ah, right. Of course. I was, I was so busy being a captain. It kind of slipped my mind a little bit.
Manual labor? What is that?
What is that? This is why I command other people to do things.
Somebody lift.
Sir, I am an officer.
All right.
Okay. Are you carrying them over to him?
Carrying them over, but still keeping a safe distance as I carry them over. Be like, there you go.
Great. He replaces them without issue. The crew starts to breathe a little bit easier. Zoe is John's now. Doesn't feel a cough as bad anymore, which is good. So yeah, that's one problem down.
Awesome.
I will say also, I think that took 3 turns of work. Is that equivalent to a ship? I mostly ask because somebody has a drug addiction. So. Anyway, you guys can start strategizing the next. Do you want to tackle the comms array or do you want to tackle the engines?
I might say that I would stay with the whatever. What I'm assuming is the android while they work, and then maybe that'll give me an opportunity to recharge.
Nice. Are you attempting to help fix her?
Yeah.
Okay. We will need to deal with that in 1 second. I just want to get through the timing piece. Oh my god, this stupid rulebook.
I mean, if I have the opportunity to take the pills, I'm gonna take them. I think I was late to take my last round, so.
Oh my god, go faster! Oh my god, go faster! Quick, somebody tell a joke.
Does anyone know any good Android jokes?
2 androids walk into a bar. No, I got nothing. I thought I did.
I was looking for someone with a data line from Star Trek about not understanding jokes or something like that.
Androids are too perfect to require humor to deal with the existential dread of life. Time and zones. Okay, come on. This is where it should be. Give me the. Okay, turn 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so definitely not quite a shift, which is good.
I'll still take the opportunity to to reset, and yeah, I will try and patch up whatever's going on there.
Cool. Oh yeah, we needed to deal with that. My apologies.
That's okay.
It said page 111 in the rulebook. Synthetics. Oh, I had this part pulled out already. Come on, Cody. Get on this. Damage repairs. Androids don't heal. Instead, a shift of work and a Comtech roll is required to repair all lost. Health points and all critical injuries. As long as the android hasn't suffered a system shutdown, they can repair themselves. So yeah, Nick, if you want to roll Comtech, you could work to heal her, or well, work on her.
Okay.
I will say though, to fully kind of commit to this, you're gonna sit the next like repair thing out.
That's fine, because I think Cham seems like the better option for the engines anyways. I don't have a Comtech skill, so am I just rolling my wits?
Yes.
Okay. And would my special characteristics afford me any bonuses here?
Yeah, we'll say you get a +1 because you basically can look at like an android as like a ship to some degree in terms of an ecosystem or whatnot. I don't know. Why not? Feeling nice. I killed Zoe, so I'm happy.
So I get an advantage.
Yes.
Okay, and I am now at 5 stress. Okay.
This guy gets advantage because I died.
Yep. It's group morale, really.
He benefits from my death. What?
Who doesn't really?
Oh,
Okay.
did you just say morale went up because I died?
Yep.
You were playing the corporate snoop, so I think that's a pretty fair
I was
assessment.
beloved by all.
Chat, tell us what they think.
So I have 2 successes and all clear on the
Nice.
stress dice.
Okay. With a Comtech roll, additional success, you could gain a +1 modification to a later skill roll. You don't need to overcome. You don't have to roll for the exact same thing. You do it quickly, and it's the time it would normally take.
Yeah, I'll take that.
You get new or unexpected information. You had tracks to show off. Cool.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, no, new information. I would love some new information.
Okay. I don't know what I'm going to give you yet.
That's
but
okay.
I will.
It can come.
I will do that. I will do that. We'll do that towards the end of her waking up. That's fine. Okay. So we got the air scrubber problem solved. We now need engines and Comtech. Captain.
Okay. Okay. What? I'm trying to think because we, who knows how long it could take before we get these engines ever running. We could get the comms working in the meantime. At least we could try to call for help. And then while we're calling for help, at least get the engines going. So, I'm gonna say let's do the comms.
Okay. Do you remember what comms entails?
That is a good question.
Calm stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
comms stuff.
all we knew was that it was a spacewalk, but I assume that
Where's Rye when you need her? Gosh.
Cham.
I heard something about going out and kicking something and hoping for the best.
All right, I'm in. Cham says.
Cham's ready to go out and kick something?
Ready.
In his torn spacesuit?
See, this is why I like Cham. He's ready.
I think I need a new spacesuit. Can I steal a new spacesuit from here?
Mention to this guy that his spacesuit is torn.
I mean, you can stab him with the inoculation, so like I think he figured it out.
Right. Anybody got a fresh spacesuit we could switch out with?
There are.
We're the only ones with spacesuits.
Did we not find any more on the ship?
We didn't look for more on the ship. I think
So
we
True.
assumed there were none
Zoe,
on the
as
ship.
Officer Johns, might know.
Mm.
I feel like if we had spacesuits on the ship, I would be wearing one.
Why? Why would you
The
need a
air
spacesuit while just
sucks in
walking
here, my
around?
guy.
Yeah, but you've already been exposed.
I would have taken my little needle and I would have suited up.
But why? That's overkill. Why would you take the
mold in the air.
vaccine and wear a mask? You don't need both, right? Who does that?
That's it. I'm booking a flight. I'm gonna come down there.
Just check who's flying the plane before you do. As long as it's not Leo Davis.
Yes. Perfect.
She's for it.
Trying to look if there would be. There's gotta be. Right?
If for the captain of a ship, where would I store my spacesuits?
That was a good question. Good question I thought of.
All right, captain of a ship, where would you store your spacesuits?
No, there are two large empty EVA suits, so you can use those to do the spacewalks.
Jam, put one of these babies on.
Don't tear this one.
I didn't tear the other one.
Just be careful. We trust in you.
Yeah, whatever he says.
If we get out of this, Cham gets 80% of the pay and all the promotions.
Well, I mean, I still got to get more of a. Still got to keep some of the pay. Yeah, as captain, I'm in an important role, so.
I did a lot of work when you think about it, really.
So many good ideas.
I came up with ideas. I supervised. I handed stuff.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
He crawled in an air duct with the other guys.
And that counts.
So
looked at the filters.
Cham goes out there with a cutting torch and some other tools.
He's gonna kick it.
The thing about the EVA suits is they use a really old comm system. So it has a tendency to kind of die out every now and then. So you kind of hear him and he's walking along, tethered to the ship still, just kind of all right, approaching the comms array. Wait, that looks kind of weird. Wait, there's and then it cuts out.
Jam buddy, you still there? Any word?
Just static on the other end for the moment. And it stays that way unless anybody tries to figure out a way to look for him out on top of the ship. You hear nothing but silence for about an hour.
Okay. Do we have any brave volunteers that would like to check up on our
second EVA suit to go check on him?
I'm captain. I think I have some say in things.
You can send somebody else out if you want.
All right. We're gonna. we're gonna need a brave soul to like get out there and see. Uh, maybe bring a weapon. Uh, just in case, you know. Not saying that something could happen. Might
Who are you
happen.
sending out? Who's going out? You've already sent your one lackey out. Or do you spend the whole hour like trying to draw straws for who goes to check on Champ?
Captain, if you let me finish helping this poor android, I'll go.
See, Davis, this is why I can always count on you.
Great.
And your
Davis
task
keeps working
done.
on the android, and an hour later, he's still working on the android, and suddenly Cham comes back on the radio. It's just kind of like, what? Fuck you guys, man. It's fixed, okay? There was a person up here, like a weird, lanky dude, like just hanging out on the comms array, and that's not normal. And he attacked me, so I shoved him, I punched him, and he flew off into space. He's gone now, and I fixed the fucking comms array, so I hope you're happy. As you hear the airlock at the front of the ship, like, activate as he steps back inside.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously? Nobody could come out and check on me? Like...
Zoe, are you sure you didn't want to just claim Cham? Because it seems like Cham's getting the only action here.
I picture, like, John's not telling anybody else how to, like, check on him, and she was just, like, sitting up in the cockpit, like, watching the whole time.
Come on.
Just as a circus of insanity unfolds.
Hate to be that guy. Ugh.
His captain had it covered, you know? It's his crew.
Great.
The captain works in mysterious ways. He knows how to run a ship, even if people question him.
Does he though?
Well. Okay. What were we doing? We got the scrubbers done, or we got the comms array fixed. So you do have communications. Does John's or Captain Miller want to do anything now that you have your communications array fixed?
I think we should get John to at least try to ring up someone, try to see if we can get any contact, and then we could start making our way to the engines.
Great. You send out a signal. You don't hear anything back. I mean, that doesn't mean that nobody is potentially on their way over, but, like, you know, who knows how long it's going to take.
Do we send a signal saying, hey, help us? Or do we send a signal saying, help, we're trapped in a ship that can't move with a bunch of contagious alien monsters?
I mean, I think in this situation, the more information, the better, you know?
I feel like if we say there's a bunch of contagious alien monsters, they're probably not going to want to come to help us, you know?
Hey, our engine's down. Could you send someone to, like, pick us up?
Mom, I'm done. Can you come get me?
I don't want to stay the night.
I'm tired. I want to go home.
Hi, AAA. What?
We have a flat tire.
Can you send your biggest truck to tow us home, please? Okay. So you just have the engines left. So what is the plan here?
Okay.
We gotta fix the engines, right?
Yeah, definitely.
John, do you want to roll? Zoe, I can let you roll piloting if you want more information specific to it, because it's your ship. Like you're more aware of it. So I will allow you to roll piloting to try and get an understanding
Piloting?
for yep. Try and get a better understanding of why it's
So I know nothing about piloting.
Agility is the skill.
I gave you John's. John's has a piloting of 2.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong person. Sorry. I was still living in the
Yes,
past.
John J. Wilson can't fly for shit, but
Yeah, John J.
John J.
Wilson doesn't know
Wilson's
what he's
dead.
doing, but Albert Johns? My
Yeah.
gosh. Okay, here we go. Piloting.
piloting.
2 5s.
No 6s?
Nope.
I mean, it's hard to say. It could be a combination of the reactor being on the fritz, the actual like engines themselves outside. They might need to be repaired. It's hard to say.
Yep. That's what I said.
All right, I guess we could check one by one and see. So,
Probably the best plan, yeah.
so let's start with those reactors.
Okay. The reactor control is down on the bottom deck. No, I lied. It's on deck C.
Okay.
You guys just,
Right, to
just
deck
heading
C,
down
then.
as a big group to deck C minus Miller or Davis. Sorry to keep dealing with the android.
I guess that's the case. Yeah.
All right. Well, if the captain is ordering everybody down, then nothing much happens. You get to the reactor relay, and it's a very dark room. Even though the rest of the lights are on in the ship, for some reason, the only light that's coming through is from an open access port that leads over into the reactor room, which is glowing a dull pale blue, casting light into the room. The room is a complete mess. Furniture is torn up, loose equipment's all over the place. It almost looks like something has made a nest in here. You see a crumpled up spacesuit, which is like fogged up and tattered, as though it was set on fire at some point. And as you walk around kind of the room looking at stuff, the chamber seems mostly covered in like this yellow-white resin, which seems like it needs to be removed before you're going to be able to have any look at like controlling the reactor to get the engines moving properly.
All right, let's start doing a bit of cleanup here. How hard could we just get rid of some of this stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys just doing this kind of as is?
Yeah, I mean, I guess kind of start cleaning up and see what we could, how much of it we could get removed. Also, just kind of keep an eye out just in case.
Cool. Well, the spacesuit that I described stands up, and everybody needs to take a card as a weird shambling shape just grows out of the pile and comes after the lot of you. So, draw a card.
Great.
He wants to kill more of us already.
think this was gonna be that easy, did you? You avoided the one on the fucking comms array by sending Cham. I'm not letting this happen again.
Oh, so much for so much for trying to send someone out.
We tried our best, you know.
Okay. What did everybody draw? Just the three of us. Great. Okay. Who is the three?
That'll be me.
You get to go first.
Okay. I'm assuming Champ still has my cutting torch.
Yes.
Okay, so in that case, I do have the shotgun with the one reload. So,
Captain John, or Johns might look at you and say, firing a gun in a reactor relay room is probably not a good idea. You can still do it if you want, but, you know.
Yeah, don't let me tell you how to captain, but
right next to a giant radioactive reactor. But you do use
that, I'd like to leave.
You know what? As captain, I just decided this is a terrible idea.
Right, you're right.
You're right. You're right.
You're right.
Okay. Okay. You know what? Maybe I could try to at least knock it down with like the butt of the rifle. Then, just gonna bap.
It's kind of bap. Okay.
As one does. You know,
as one does. As one definitely does. Okay. That would be a close combat roll. And I'll give you +1 for using a heavy object like your gun.
Okay, I only have ranged combat, so do I just do
then it would just be strength.
the strength? Okay. So let me quickly grab that. Strength.
And don't forget, I'm giving you +1.
And +1 with that. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this goes. All right. Well, I got no 6s and no 1s on the stress, so
Great, you missed. Unless you want to push. Oh, don't forget, you guys also have story points, which gives you an automatic success if you want to use it for that at some point.
You know what? Just for the heroics of it and to make me look like a badass captain, I'm going to do that. And I guess he's my story point.
Now, I believe because you did that with your butt of your gun, I think that would only be 1 damage. What's your strength?
Oh, strength is 4.
Yeah, okay. We'll take it as 1 damage. It doesn't seem to impact the creature.
Well, sorry.
Actually, hold on. I lied. Sorry.
Oh.
There's a close combat skill that I think is a strength.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was doing, but it was more like trying to figure out how much damage he would do. Because normally when you inflict damage equal to your weapon's damage rating.
Oh, yeah, I see.
But he's using the side of a gun, like
close combat weapons.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem to affect him. The creature is up next. So as it stood up, you guys are getting a better look at this thing. You realize what it looked like a suit with like a helmet but it's actually just this thing's gigantic head that seems to almost like jiggle as it moves, as though it's like full of fluid. And it's this weird, gross, kind of milky, opaque color. The eyes in the head are like they're really small and like dark. It's got very like elongated arms now, and almost tries to like walk on all fours as it comes towards you.
I don't want it.
So it is going to step to John's.
He's gonna kill me again.
And attempt to grab and throw you against a wall.
Rude.
Yeah. And succeeds. So you take 1 damage as you are hurled across the room against the wall. You also have to make an immediate panic roll.
Darn it. 4.
Yeah, you're fine. All right, you're up, Zoe.
Okay, so I got tossed across the room.
Yep.
Is there anything about that I could use as like an improvised weapon?
That's a good question. There is the reactor room. I mean, well, there would be a fire extinguisher in here, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I want to fire extinguish him. Bop bop.
Like, you're gonna smack them with the fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
All right, roll close combat, and I'll give you a +1 as well.
I don't have close combat.
So that's just strength then.
Strength and
Yep.
+1.
Yep.
No, 1/6.
Okay. So you fire extinguisher is heavier than the butt of a gun, so I'm gonna say that would have done 2 damage. I gotta
And
roll
he
for
only
the
has 3 health,
things.
right?
Armor. It takes the hit like a champ.
Oh my god. We're all gonna die.
Okay, Captain Miller, you are up.
Okay.
Might I suggest not fighting this thing?
As captain, I say
There is always the
Let's-
option to run away.
let's
Walk it
let's
somewhere
get the
else.
let's get the fuck out of here.
Whatever you
I
say,
do-
Captain.
I do love that everybody had the D&D mentality of like, I'm gonna hit this thing.
Hey, I'm just doing whatever the captain's doing, you know?
Yep, and I'm gonna bravely run away.
Okay, you do.
Your life for the people, you know?
Now, Zoe was the one who most recently tried to hit him.
Unfortunately.
So, since it's his turn, or its turn, it's going to try and attack you again, because you struck it. I need to go back to the table to see what attack I did. Fist strike.
Punch me?
So it punched you. And but no successes. So no, it's not punch you. It tries.
Dodge it.
Ooh, and now it's your turn.
I will listen to the captain and run away.
Sweet. Where are you guys running away to? Because this shambling thing is following you.
I'm following the captain.
Okay. I'm gonna have to find somewhere where it's less enclosed.
Not lead it to people.
Not lead it to people. Where can we go with him?
I mean, you are all, other than me, you are all the people, your group.
Yeah. So
You're based on the level you're at. Your only option would be to either lead the thing like up or down the ladder in the hopes that it will follow you still, or lead it into a maintenance shaft.
Or we have somebody in the group veer off and hope it follows them.
Also, I mean, you could probably fire guns at it when you're just not in the reactor relay room, but
True.
that's
Okay.
just me giving too much away.
All right. Yeah, let's for now run into the hall to at least get some space. And then hopefully we could get a shot at this thing.
Okay. Well, your turn is up next, Chris. So.
Oh, great. I turn around and I take out my boomstick. So.
All right.
Let's. All right.
You roll ranged combat for that.
All right. Combat. Oh, yeah, I got 2 1s on stress.
Sweet. Oh, that's always fun. I believe anytime you roll a 1 on a stress when you're firing a gun, you automatically empty the clip. So you are just firing off this shotgun until it clicks. Did you roll any 6s to hit them?
No, apparently not.
Great. So you empty it into the wall. Probably should have held it a little bit tighter into your shoulder. The thing about shotguns is they kick like a mule. So your first shot went into the wall, the next one went into the ceiling, then one went into the ground. And I believe I still need you to roll panic.
Panic. Okay, that's the 1 plus stress. So. Okay. Then. That'll be 15 total.
Great. You collapse on the floor and can't talk or move.
See, this is why I get people to do things for me.
And the creature steps up and goes for the prone captain.
Great.
Captain, no!
No, not captain.
Who's gonna have all our good ideas?
It leaps onto the captain that's prone on the floor like a gigantic monkey. Great. Okay. Well, we're going to skip the first part there because you're already on the floor. So we're going to roll that many.
That many.
I'm afraid.
And you're going to take 2 damage. And don't forget that if you're still wearing your spacesuit and it isn't, you do get armor from that.
Yeah, I do have the spacesuit on still.
It's 2 armor, so that's 2d6 to try and.
Yep. And that'll negate 2 points of potentially up to 2 points of damage.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 2d6 to see if I can negate that. I got a 1-6.
Oh, so you take 1 damage.
Okay, so just one damage to that. All right.
Yeah. Okay, Zoe.
I'm gonna try and shoot the thingy.
Sweet. Ranged combat. Do it up.
Okay, ranged combat. Am I looking at the right person? Yes. Okay. No 5s. Or no 6s, I mean.
Sweet.
I got 5s.
Do you wanna push?
Yeah, I do.
Or you could use your story point from before for free success. You could still push if you want. That.
No, let's use my story point. I want a free success for that.
Well, what I meant is you can do both. You could potentially do more damage if you take the free success.
Sounds like a trick, though.
Well, all it does is increase your stress. That's not a big deal, right?
Captain, what do I do?
Captain's catatonic, so.
No, I'm just gonna story point it.
Okay. What's the damage on your gun? What gun do you have?
I have M4A3 pistol. That is
damage is 1.
Yo, my fire extinguisher would have hurt more than this?
Yep.
Rude.
And he takes the bullet like a champ.
How dare it.
Okay, the creature is up and goes for Zoe. And he roars. So make a panic roll.
Rude. 6.
I believe you're okay. Less than 7, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. Okay, it's your turn, Zoe.
Oh God, I shoot him again.
Okay. You do that.
It says the M4A3 has a +2 bonus. Does that mean 2 extra dice on the ranged combat? Okay.
Yes, it does.
Excuse me? No 6s.
Push. Would you like to push?
All 4s. I got all 4s.
Would you like to push?
Yeah, I want to push.
All right, take a stress.
That means you get an extra die too, right?
Roll all that dice.
Okay. 3 6s.
Oh, damn. So you automatically get the 1 damage, but you can choose the stunts that you want to use, which for ranged combat includes you can inflict more points of damage. You pin the enemy. You position yourself and get to exchange your initiative score with your enemy. Your target drops a weapon or another handheld object. Your opponent falls to the ground or is pushed back. Or, for example, through an airlock.
But is there an airlock I can push it through?
No, not on this floor.
No. I want
But
to
it
do
more
more
means like
damage or
if you
push
like,
him away.
well, yeah, it means more like you force him backwards, right? Which
Mhm.
kind of down a hallway, forcing him back isn't really gonna
No, let's do more
do a
damage.
ton. Okay, so you're doing 3 damage.
Yeah. He's dead, right?
I mean, it seems to do some damage to him, but he's not dead, and he is coming back for you. Uh, as you fire the shots into him, the creature walks up, grabs your head, and tries to crush it in his hands.
Cody. Cody.
You could have run away. You could have run away multiple times. Do not give me that right now. It hits for damage 1. So Zoe, you can roll your armor, or you're not wearing armor.
No, I don't believe I am.
Okay, well you get critical injury number 64. Do we want to read this?
Critical injury number 64?
Yep.
Crushed skull. Your story ends here. Okay, bye guys.
Oh, we never saw her again.
Well, we're gonna pause that whole thing because Captain's still catatonic on the ground. The thing would
I
walk
know, I
off,
thought I could save him.
not after squishing Johns' head like a pulp. No, like a grape. That's better. And yeah, it would kind of walk off. A little while later, the captain would come to, and I assume return to the rest of the group, which is getting thinner and thinner at this point. And after some more work, your pilot has successfully repaired the android, who wakes up
Oh,
and looks at you and is just kind of like, "Hello, I'm Ava. Who are you?"
I'm Davis, Leah Davis. Welcome back.
Thanks. Are we still on the Cronus, or have we been picked up?
Unfortunately, we're still on the Cronus.
Great.
Uh,
Quick question: did any of you take the shots that the crew took?
uh, 2 of our boarding party did, not me.
So here's the thing. Have any of you run into the weird things that kind of look like people but don't look like people? Not like the really weird things that like look alien in nature, but
Oh, our guy Cham did, and he was one of the ones who took the shot.
yeah, they were old members of the crew who took the shots.
Jam.
Okay.
So
Um,
it's not all bad news. There's a chance that you might be able to resist it, but there's also a chance that they're going to turn into angry things. So, yep.
we might need to go deal with something in the med lab.
I've spent the better part of 30 years fighting off these things before I could put the ship into deep sleep, and then hope it just kind of went away. But there we go. And I think that's where we're going to end it for today, because that's also the end of Act 2. we're gonna make it the end of Act 2, I guess. Because you guys have brought Ava back. So there you go. Zoe, you have a character for next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Ava.
You're gonna be Ava.
Wow.
Don't get this one killed.
Oh my gosh, Cody.
It's okay. Now she can just be shut down.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then he can bring me back up online. It'll
Perfect.
be great.
Great. Well, thanks everybody. Those of you who've tuned in and tuned out over the course of time. I saw DSC come in for a little bit there. We have been the Corptocracy. It's been fun. We're moving on to Act 3 soon, I believe. We'll do the story point evaluation at the start of the next episode, just for fun. And yeah,
point for dying twice.
Probably. Yeah, I've been Cody. We've been Corporate Crash Course. Find us on YouTube and Twitch. You can also find us at CCC RPGs on Instagram and Twitter. Bye.